morning students. Today I am going to deal with you about the noun. What is a noun? If commonly it is asked from anybody, the person will define that noun is a name of a person, place or thing. Or in simple words we can say that any name is noun. Whether it is the name of a person, whether it is the name of a place or thing, any name is noun. Now, if you divide noun, then it can be divided into two parts. That is the concrete noun and abstract noun. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun and material noun. These are the parts of concrete noun. Whereas abstract noun is the difference. Then what is the difference between concrete and abstract? Concrete means which you can feel, which you can see, which you can touch. But abstract noun is the noun which we can only feel, we cannot touch. Only the feeling is there, means which is invisible. Like in proper noun is the name of a person, place or thing. Maybe it is the name of a city, like Patna, Delhi, Bombay, London. It is the name of a person, Rahul, Sohan, or any other thing. It may be also a name of an animal, Tommy, name of a dog. Then comes your common noun. Common noun in which the gender is not separated, means it is common to all. Means in which a person is not possible for a person, or a person is not able to distinguish or differentiate between male and female, like teachers. Ma'am is also there, sir is also there. Students, boys are also there, girls are also there. Parents, mom is there, dad is there. So in that both the genders are common, then it is a common noun. Then comes your collective. Collective means a collection of same type, like a fleet of ships. Fleet is a collective noun. Bouquet of flowers means bouquet is a collection of flowers. This is known as your collective noun. Then comes your material noun. Material noun means the name or the thing of the material. Wood, iron, platinum, gold, silver. These are the material nouns. All this proper noun, common noun, collective noun and material noun, these type of nouns form or falls in the concrete noun. Then comes your abstract noun. As I told just now, which is only felt and cannot be seen, like happiness, sadness. All these things which we feel are the part of abstract noun. On the basis of this, beside this, we have other type of nouns, that is countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns in which the counting is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, or uncountable nouns which cannot be defined with the number, but the quantity can be defined. On other hand, uncountable noun can also be changed into countable nouns if we fix the quantity. Like this house is made of bricks. So here stones or bricks, here we are taking it as a uncountable noun. But when we say that the boy threw a stone or a brick on the dog, then here the same brick becomes countable by making it into giving it into a definite quantity. This window is made of glass. This is uncountable. But when we say that give me a glass of water, it becomes countable. So if we are talking about noun, then basically there are five types of nouns. That is proper noun, common noun, collective, material and abstract. These five has been divided into two basic nouns forms, that is concrete and abstract. Concrete nouns are those which can be seen, which can be touched, whereas abstract nouns are those which is not seen, which is not touched, only which is felt. Now, here countable and uncountable nouns. The countable nouns which we can count, whereas uncountable nouns which we cannot count. Some examples of uncountable nouns like money. Money we cannot count, but a rupee we can count. Wheat we cannot count, but a kg of wheat we can count. Sometimes we use articles like a, and. These are articles used with countable nouns. Means only when we are defining a quantity, then we are supposed to use a and an with a singular countable nouns. Like glass, we cannot write a glass. This is wrong, because glass is uncountable. But when we say that a glass of water, then here the glass becomes countable. In same way, a rice, it is wrong. But when we say a kg of rice, then it is, here it becomes countable, and as it is defined by a quantity. Okay, now coming to the abstract noun. Abstract nouns can be made by adding suffixes to adjective or noun, like happy is an adjective. If you are adding here ness, then it becomes happiness, which is an abstract noun. So, when we have to make an abstract noun, we have to add the suffix. Suffixes are used with the adjectives, with the nouns, with the adverbs to make the abstract noun. Here, today, I explained that what is noun? Any name is noun. Noun is divided into two categories, that is the concrete and abstract. The concrete parts comprise of proper, common, collective and material, whereas the abstract noun is the part of abstract. Now, further, noun is divided into two categories, that is countable and uncountable. The countable nouns are those which has the quantity or which has a number, whereas uncountable noun which does not have any quantity or which does not have any number, and that is why it is not counted. But uncountable can also be made countable by putting a definite unit to it, like money. Money is uncountable, but when you say a rupee, then it becomes countable. Grain is uncountable. When you say that give me a kg of grain, then it becomes countable. Why? Because we are putting a definite quantity to the countable nouns, and that uncountable nouns becomes a countable. So this is today's lesson, that on noun, that types of nouns we have discussed, and further we have discussed the categories of nouns. Also, article a and an are used with the countable nouns, singular countable nouns. We have also discussed about the suffixes. Suffix is the part of word which is used or added after the word to form a new word, and especially in the abstract noun we use suffixes with nouns, adjectives and adverbs to make an abstract noun. Like happy plus ness is happiness. Joy plus us, joyous. Sad plus ness equals to sadness. In today's lesson, this is about your noun, its types, and how the abstract nouns are made or formed by using suffixes. One thing more, we must keep in mind that a countable has a plural form, whereas uncountable does not have any plural form. Like kindness is an uncountable noun, it does not have any plural form. But when we say class or classes, class is singular, it is countable noun, and when we add es, it becomes classes. Here we have to make in mind that the countable nouns also only have the plurals, whereas uncountable nouns does not have any plural form. Like joyous or happiness cannot be written as happinesses. It will be wrong. It can only be written happiness. Here sadness. If we are writing sadness, if we add es to it, it becomes sadnesses, which is wrong. Means uncountable nouns never has a plural form. Never has. Only the countable nouns have the plural forms, like classes, roses, cities, a pen. Okay, now I am ending this today's topic, which is on nouns.